going to be on what to expect at a listing presentation. So scenario is you're selling your home, you've talked to a real estate broker, they seem pretty nice, and they've asked for an appointment, and so they're coming over to your home. So just a few things that what will typically happen when you have a realtor come to your home. So first of all, we're going to thank you obviously for being there. If we don't thank you, it might not be the right realtor for you. But first things first, we will want to take a look at your home and check it out. So just be prepared. You've lived in the home for years or not that long. But be prepared to go over, what is so great about your home and what you feel that may be a challenge to you. So have those things in mind, because we definitely will ask you. And if we don't ask you any questions about the home, have that in the back of your mind too, that why are they not asking questions about your beautiful home. Okay, so then we're going to sit down at the kitchen table, and after evaluating, going over the home, we should all let you know what the agenda is going to be. I personally don't want a salesperson in my home for very long, let alone myself be in someone else's home, invading their space and their time and all that. So we do put an agenda together. We go over that agenda, what's gonna happen. And so let's go over a little bit. So if I came to your home, I certainly am going to give you an agenda, and I am going to want to know what your likes, wants, and desires are for selling your home. I really am definitely going to sit down, want to know and understand your situation, why you're selling, what's the motivation, what's your expectations, and things like that. Most brokers are definitely going to do that as well. I don't stand out in that department, although I do ask a lot of questions because I want to get to know you and your family and make sure that I provide the best service for you. So there are some key factors that people will go over, brokers will go over with you, and that's just how a house is sold. Basically, your price, your terms, conditions, location of your property, perks, and some challenges that you may see, and then finally exposure. This is something that I do. Not everyone will do the 5 key factors of selling real estate, but that is definitely something that should be discussed. So, and then we go on to exposure, and exposure is huge because that's where we maximize, selling your house on different social media platforms, YouTube, of course, our company website, our own personal website, all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. So we definitely will go over that. Typically, you'll hear that from every broker that comes in your home, how they are going to market your property, which is extremely important. That's what's going to sell your home. But if you also need to, that broker needs to know a little bit about you and where you're coming from and your plans. Your plan is to sell the home, obviously, for the best, highest price possible and for the short amount of time. But we also want to know about your plan B. So if they're not asking you, or a broker's not asking you about your plan B, that's another thing just to keep in your mind when going and selecting your broker. So then you're probably going to go over maybe some a home warranty, things like that, a home protection plan. That's a possibility to briefly, but when people get to know you, when we brokers get to know you, we do get a full understanding, if we ask the right questions, what you're looking for and what you're looking to do, and we will go over anything and everything that you want. But keeping to an agenda, keeping it at a good time frame, so we're not taking too much of your time, is really important to us, and I'm sure it's important to you as well. So after we go to the exposure, what we're going to do for you, how we're going to expose the home and to give it maximum exposure, we will go over determining the market value. Now, a lot of people, they have their different ways of going over market value. I can tell you my way in determining market value in consists of 3 tools. So I not only use a CMA, so a CMA is going to use comparables. We're going to compare your property to other properties that have sold that are similar, sold within a certain amount of time and in the same neighborhood. So that is the CMA, comparative market analysis. And then I also use a pricing analysis grid. So this really takes shape in the form that it's a picture of what buyers are willing to pay. So it really is that pricing analysis grid is what buyers are willing to pay. And then the last tool that we use is the absorption rate tool. So this is actually what the market is, how your house ranks in the marketplace. So these 3 tools are very important. Some people will have 3 tools, some people will only have 1. Maybe they only come with a market analysis and that's it. But they may use different tools to get to that market value. So you might want to ask the questions regarding how did you come up with this market value? And then, of course, you decide whether you want to. I always say you have 3 options with pricing. You can go with the highest price, you can go with the market value, or you can go with the third one, which is the lower value of your home. Now, you'd say, Melissa, why are you going to do that if you're new to real estate, new to business? Really, the placing it at a lower value creates a bidding war. So this is going to get you the price that you really want. So it's all something to think about. The choice is yours. We will determine what that value is, and then we'll go ahead and put your house on the market. No time like the present. So basically, that is what you're going to look. That's what to expect in a listing presentation. If you have not sold a home before and you just want to know, well, what to expect, first things first, what do I have done? How long is this going to take? What's the process? Have all those questions ready, and when that broker comes over for that listing appointment, you can get all those questions answered. One big important detail is communication. So if that is not in their listing presentation to you, you might want to think about asking them what, or you can give that in the expectations. I look for that. I ask for that. What do you expect? And then I tell my sellers that this is what I expect from me as far as communication with you goes. So just a little bit. This isn't very long, but again, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you want to get more information on this real estate process, whether you're buying or selling. I will have all the videos on YouTube so you can take a look at them, but let me know what you think. So subscribe, like it, and please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So again, this is Melissa from Melissa Talk, and as always, be amazing. And thank you for watching.